like.
Oh, you know what? I gotta see if I'm off the Wi-Fi. Hey, everybody. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta switch my Wi-Fi.
No. Hi, the puppies.
Okay, here we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our 8 o'clock viewing of Paint with the Salamander. Okay. Thank you guys for waiting till 8 o'clock. I had to take John Michael to karate because Howard's back at work. So we're going to give everybody a minute to get settled. And
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta rub me in the right way, honey.
okay. And once you are settled, then we will go ahead.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
And we will begin. So just as a review, this is today's painting. Okay?
It's probably good for my immune system, you think?
This one is gonna take time, so
What do you mean? Like an hour?
I'm not gonna rush for Gabrielle's sake.
Mom, it's
So-
my bedtime.
Alright, so then you do what you can.
I hate when I'm not in the loop.
And hey Kiwi. But we'll walk you through it. I picked one that's a little more advanced because I think everybody can handle it.
Since
Okay.
when? We've shown no progress.
Yeah, yes we have. We've shown a lot of progress.
Throughout the weeks and months.
So, hey sis. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have a variety of paints on your tray and ready to go. You want your canvas ready or your cardboard, whatever you're using. You want, hey Beanie Bean, you want to have an assortment of brushes, beverage,
Pudding.
snacks. You want a Paddington sweater.
Doesn't my mom look like she's wearing a bear? A shirt for a stuffed bear? Show them the short sleeve part. Look at a little stuffed bear sweater. Anyways.
No. So you want a bigger brush for your background colors. We're going to do a medium and a smaller brush for the details, okay? So make sure you have that. Make sure you have a cup of water, paper towel, and we should be good to go. Oh, and you also, for tonight,
Patience.
You want patience, and we're going to use a couple pieces of paper. So if you don't have paper, it's really not that serious.
If you don't have paper in your entire house, you don't have a single magazine, you don't have a newspaper, you don't have a single piece of paper, you don't have a bill, you don't have an envelope, then fix yourself. You need to reevaluate yourself. You don't have a single piece of paper in your
Okay,
entire
actually,
home.
an envelope would work good.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. But if you don't,
That's not an option.
then...
There's only 10 people on. The odds of the 10 people on that have no paper are 0.
If you don't, it'll be okay. We'll make it work. Okay. So if you look at the example, one side is more of the warmer colors and one side has more of the cooler colors, okay? So we're going to start doing warm colors on one side and cool on the other, but then a few of them will stretch across the whole canvas. So what you want to do is your canvas is going to be vertical,
A vine.
okay? Vine vertical. What's the side? What, horizontal?
Horizon.
Right, yeah. Okay, I should know that. And so you want to go ahead and get your brush ready. We always like to start by getting it a little bit wet, not too wet though. And we're going to say, and I know on the screen it's reversed, but you're going to pick one side and you're going to use warm colors. So warm colors would be your yellows, oranges, and reds. We got that? All right.
What are these new paints? When do we get these new paints?
We got these new paints a couple weeks ago.
Kind of like that paint set you were supposed to give me that you never gave me and you haven't used.
Exactly.
It's weird how that happens.
So I want to get a different.
You
Yeah.
karate star.
Hey, Johnny.
Carrot star. You carrot star. You eat the rest of my pudding? I don't want it.
No,
It's pudding though.
I don't want pudding.
So what we're gonna do
Pudding is delicious.
is we're gonna do our warm colors on one side, okay? This is where you can also wrap around the side of your canvas with a warm color. But it's up to you. So I'm gonna start kind of with like a yellow, and I'm gonna do a few different shades of yellow.
I can't see what you're doing. Oh.
And if your
Hi,
paint is not going on smoothly, you know the deal. You just add some water on your brush. I'm gonna put in some orange,
Oh, mine's.
and you can overlap it, because once you overlap, that's when your colors will start to blend. Hey, Mary Lou. Hi, Howard.
Hi, family.
You want the rest of my pudding?
No, I
Will you throw it away for me, please?
can't.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna throw in some oranges. And
How far down? Whole way down?
Yes.
Whole thing?
yeah, you don't have to go all the way up to the top, but
Yes.
you can if you want to.
Oh.
So again, warm colors on one side. I can bring some out further than others. Hey, Anita. Hey, niece.
Who's that?
Marissa.
Hey, Maraz.
And so this is just going to be my base
You're
coat.
completely covering me. Do you realize that?
Oh,
Are you intentionally doing that?
I'm so sorry.
That's why we have the easel.
Shut up. Okay.
Want me here, you cover me. You don't want me here, I mean, I don't understand. You got hot cold with you.
That's how I operate. So again, don't forget the size of your canvas. Okay.
And the top and bottom.
Top and bottom as well. Jules, how's it going there? Even though you're doing the complete opposite of what I'm saying.
I have no idea. I can't even look off hers.
I'm starting with the darker ones first because it'll mean the lighter ones will blend in better.
So you say. Okay. So here we go. Got warm colors on one side. Hey, Allison. Hey, twin.
Jim Moulter? Jim Moulter. Sorry, Jeff. Did you know he called himself Uncle Moldy today? Moldie. Uncle Moldy.
What up, Moldy?
What up, Jim Moldy?
Okay. So once you guys have one side with some warm,
Oh!
that's fine. And there is no right or wrong way for this.
Yeah.
There's going to be no right or wrong way. Your sky is going to be your sky. Hey,
limit.
Liz. Hey, Desi. Oh, Krista brought in some people. Hey, Danielle. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and do the bottom of my canvas as well. So sorry, Gabs.
I need to see, I posted a picture on Jason's Instagram. It said, "Can I get a meow up in this bee?" It's a picture of him and I.
That's great. Also, we're gonna, That's okay. Okay, Anita, don't stress out. So all you want to do is on one side of your canvas, we're going to start and we're going to do warm colors. So you're going to do oranges, yellows, reds, and we're going to do one side and just bring it over. You want your brush strokes to be side by side.
I'm just watching because mom's
Okay,
covering
hey
me, so-
Jamara. Hey Scott. All right,
We're getting cold colors now? What's the word?
cool.
Cool. Chili.
So the next thing you want to do on the opposite side
Chile.
is we're going to do cool colors, okay? And eventually we're going to spread some across the whole thing, but right now we're just applying the background. So I'm going to do cool colors are your blues, your greens, and your purples. So we're going to do cool colors. And we're going to bring it over toward the center.
I'm having some cramps. I'm experiencing some type of lower abdomen pain.
And you want to overlap your colors a little bit.
My fupa area.
And don't worry really where they meet in the middle because we're going to kind of go over that. You can bring some colors out further than others.
Mom, wait. Oh,
What's up, Johnny?
oh, I thought you were doing it.
You thought what?
I thought you were doing that Disney.
No, I'm doing this sunset one, bud.
Sunset. Sunday. SpongeBob.
So we're doing warm colors on the right, or really it doesn't matter what side you do them. Warm colors on one side, cool colors on the other side. Jamara, it could be as many warm colors as you want because eventually we're going to make them streak across the whole thing. But just to start with, this is what we're sticking with. And I'm going to pose a question
Oh, what is it?
to everybody.
What's the question?
So the question is
Is this like a riddle?
no.
Oh, well then why are you even... Okay.
Gabrielle
No, it's not public knowledge.
has
No! Mom, no, it's just gonna make me even more sad. Because I just have to be responsible.
she's been struggling with the fact of she wanting to get another kitten for Jason, Naked Jay.
Nikki J. No, her name would be Nudie Judy.
So she found a girl and we said her name would be Nudie Judy.
She just said that.
Jules, don't make me hurt
Maybe I'll start a GoFundMe account.
you. For Nudie Judy. Nudie Judy, GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna start to get a little wild and crazy, okay?
No.
Hey Anna, hey Veronica.
Glowski?
No.
I got so excited.
All right, do you guys kind of see that? Okay, good.
They weren't going to give lantern a time frame.
No, I was really asking myself. I'm not sure why I refer to myself as you guys.
Multiple personality disorder, I think is what it's called.
Yep. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to get a little exciting. So what you want to do now is you want to rinse your brush.
I'm not good enough for my own water
Rinse
cup.
it. Rinse it good. Da, 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 da. Anybody
Rinse
know
it
that song?
real good. Dun, 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 dun. Is that what you're doing? That song?
No, but
Oh.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
So now what we want to do is we want to take a warm color and we're going to start on the warm side and we're going to bring it over and we're going to kind of overlap where the cool side is.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
bring that all the way across.
What? Show me.
So if I do a red,
Why does yours look so good?
I'm going to bring it over into the cool side. Okay. Hey, Sean. So, and I'm not going to do that with all the colors, but just in different parts. I'm going to take red over here and I'm going to overlap a little bit. I'm going to go up, do a little bit of red here. I'm going to have it go over onto the cool side. And if your cool colors kind of blend, it's okay.
It's okay, Jules. I still love you.
I think I'm gonna do mine a little different, as usual.
Okay.
Guys, yours. Why does yours look so much like better than everyone else's?
Okay. We were just starting.
You could hang that up though.
Okay. And then I think I want to do some yellow, and I'm gonna put yellow and have that go across too.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not
So
yellow.
we're doing warm colors going over into the cool side and overlapping. And again, you want to make sure that you add water to your brush so that it blends nicely.
Wow, wow.
And please ignore Franklin.
Never could we.
Okay. So now that I took some of the warm colors and overlapped the cool side, now I'm going to do the opposite thing. So I'm going to take some of the cool colors and I'm going to bring them over into the warm side. Hey, Najma. So this is what I mean. So if I take a green on my cool side and I'm going to bring that over and go into my warm side, okay? Just kind of like make some streaks going over. Gonna throw some purple. Same thing, I'm gonna bring a cool color over to the warm side.
I mean, like, what is she even talking about?
Okay, do you guys get that? Jules, how you doing?
I'm just waiting for this to dry.
Okay. So I'm going to take a darker blue up here. And you can tell if your paint is thick and it's not going on smooth, put some water on your brush. So you're going to go ahead, overlap your warm side, make some longer streaks coming over.
I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get.
Okay. Yeah, you just go with it.
You wanna rope down on some back road. Oh, yes.
Okay. So this is basically what I have.
Can I see it?
Okay. Some of the cool is going over into the warm side. Some of the warm is going into the cool side.
It looks nothing like mine.
It's not supposed to. Okay, you guys doing good? If you need me to pause or wait, let me know.
I'm good, so I'm assuming everyone else is good.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
To Paint Night Thursday. Okay. Also, if like Jules is waiting for her painting to dry because she wants to do something over the top of it, if there's a color that you want to stand out more than, okay, Anita, I'll hold up. If there's a color that you want to stand out and it's lighter, take a hair dryer or or a heat gun, dry your canvas, and then that way when you take a lighter color, it'll show up instead of blending.
Sorry, that's me. Oh.
Oh, Gabs, look, you're watching.
Oh my gosh, how many viewers? That's so many. 15. While we're waiting, we should check on Nikki J's Instagram post. How's he doing? 8 likes. Oh my gosh, that little animal.
And who's a fan of Nudie Judy, right?
You're like rubbing it in my face that I just can't afford it. Not responsibly. Not responsibly.
Way to be responsible, Gabs. So Jules is doing the heat gun.
I'm starting to GoFundMe for Nudie Judy. Venmo me. Venmo me. Gabby Iacona. And I'll buy Nudie Judy.
Hey, Cher. Okay, so we're going to take a look again at the example, okay? And what we're going to do here is we're going to add a little bit of white up at the top of our sky. White, some white, okay? So you want to make sure your brush is really clean. And dry. You don't want your brush to be wet when you do the white.
I feel like no matter what, my brush is never really clean.
Well, then let's get some clean water. Okay, we'll wait. And you guys, make sure you have clean water.
I'm going to take this opportunity to specifically tell you guys my exact Venmo handle, just in case. It's Gabrielle, capital G, dash, Iacona, capital I. So just at any time, drop it in, and we'll get it going. So.
All right. So I'm going to take some white. Jamara's like me. She's so cute. We love you, Jamara.
Jamara.
And I'm going to start on
Jamara,
the warm side.
Jamara, I love ya.
Jamara, you're only
$1,500 away.
I'm going to put some white on the warm side, and I'm going to bring it over into the cool side.
Straight.
Mm-hmm. And you can make it straight, but you can also do it kind of like jagged. Go ahead.
Here.
Jules.
Oh.
You can make it straight, but then also you can add other parts of your white. So it's going over to the cool side. Go to the cool side.
So we're starting at the
warm side. And what you can do is you can take your white, and if you see parts where you think it would look good to have lighter, then go ahead and put some white in there. So I'm going to throw some kind of just throughout.
Show me.
Just a little bit. Hold on a second.
I'm so needy. Since when?
Yeah, since forever. Okay.
I feel like mine is not gonna look like.
So what I'm gonna do in these other parts though is I'm gonna add a little bit of water because I don't want my white to be too stark white, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it in.
Ooh, milky. Cocoa Puffs.
And I'm just gonna kind of go through. Okay, so we've kind of have something like that right now. And where that white is up at the top, I'm going to add a little bit more. I want that to stand out a little better.
Oh, no Venmos yet. Don't worry. Coming in slowly.
15 people at 25 cents each.
I mean, if we all pipped in
Pippin.
$100.
Stupid. Okay.
Maybe I could make myself a sugar baby account.
Okay, you do that.
People pay you just to have a conversation.
And I have great conversations. I'd send feet pictures. I'd send lots of feet pictures for money. My bunions, I put little smiley faces on them. I draw little smileys on my bunions.
Okay. So what we want to do next is once you have your colors and you've got that white section going in the top, this next part's easy. You're going to take some black, and if you look at the example, the very top is like a black, okay? So I'm going to take some black with my flat brush,
Neat.
and
This
I'm
is
going
red.
to go across the top,
So much for this hoodie, right?
I'm getting rid of it anyway, so.
and you want to overlap the colors at the top.
Wait, I thought we were just covering it up with black.
You're overlapping. And you're gonna add water to your brush and slowly go down just a little bit and blend over some of your colors.
Wait, it's gonna run into my white.
If it runs into your white a little, that's okay. Okay? So you should have something like that.
Show me.
And again, if you feel like, I think I went down too much, or I don't like the way the black looks, like I might add some more white over some of my black once the black dries a little bit. So nothing is ever permanent in art until we decide it's done.
I was actually really reading a really good article about art today for school.
Oh, good job, Gifts. And
It was about what they did was they collected a bunch of books, over like 40,000, and they were in a library. But the neighborhood the library was in, it filled with a bunch of cultures, like it was multicultural, so that no one spoke the same language, no one whatever. So if you were able to read the book, you marked it with a color that, and if it was like purple, that meant it was a happy book. If it was blue,
Okay.
that meant it was a blue book. And that's like, it was like art. They were like by how it made you feel, because you don't, like, feelings are bilingual. You know what I'm saying?
kind of
Like, you don't need to
be able to
speak
communicate.
to be able to know
To
how
have-
someone's feeling
Yeah,
by
okay,
and like
yeah.
art and stuff. But then they like did it with like math that was incorporated, because each of the colors associated to a number, and then they did an associative mining rule. And then they were
Great
able to
lesson
find-
in the making. Krista, what took you so long?
Krista, help!
Krista, you're going to have to start from the beginning.
You could take mine, Krista, honestly. You want to come pick it up? Drop off 15th out. 1500.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, I want to go over just this section with my white again and blend that out.
Maybe I just have how do you wash your brush, I guess? I'm not doing it right.
Well, press it on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's not really coming clean, then you take it to the sink and rinse it out.
You want me to get up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about nah?
So that's what we got so far.
Nah, bro. How about nah?
Okay.
Yeah, yours actually looking cool.
All right.
What about your moon? Did you get it? The moon?
Yeah, because it blended wrong.
So what we're going to do now is we want to add, there's this little bit of land that shows where the horizon line is, okay? So we're going to use our black. So see this part right here?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And you can still use your flat brush. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to pick a section, I'd say a little bit less than halfway down. Okay? And you're going to take your flat brush, and I'm going to put it straight on, and I'm just going to go across the canvas, horizontal across the canvas.
Horizon.
Okay, so you should have that black line going across. Okay, now in the example, hey Davy Gravy, it's showing that there is, like, you know, this little part of land going up here, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna start at your black line, and I'm going to just make a rough edge, go up to the side. This is just showing where the land is. So for here, I've got my land going across on one side. So I just went up a little bit toward the side of the canvas and fill it in with black.
Yeah, I got you.
And if you feel like, I feel like I want to add a little more detailed lines. So I'm going to take my medium brush or smaller brush, and I'm just going to kind of make the edge of my land a little more defined. That's a little distracting there,
Yeah,
Jules.
bit.
Just a little distracting. Okay. Okay, so you've got your land on one side, and then just a little bit on the other side, I'm going to make it come up just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit on the other side.
Oh, that's fine. It's 8:30.
Okay. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take the same brush. You want to keep the black on it, but just get it a little bit wet. Okay? And under where the land is, you're just going to kind of make sideways, back and forth lines coming down underneath it. So that's going to represent the reflection. So you start right at the land, start right where the land is, and you're going to make sideways lines coming down, just so that section shows it's a little darker underneath there.
Right.
Okay. Same thing. I'm going to add a little more black. We'll make sure your brush has water. And I'm going to do, you'll be able to see this side better. I'm going to add some sideways lines underneath that little section of land as well.
You go down pretty far.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you should have something like that. right, how you guys doing okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm just going to go over this reflection just to blend it a little bit. Okay. All right. Next thing that we want to do is we are going to add the sunset, the sun. So in the sample, the sun is almost down. He's had it for the day. So right towards where the horizon line is, we're going to do a small white. We're going to start with white. And you're going to make your sun. Honestly, you can make the circle any size you want. If you want the sun to be bigger, then you can make your circle bigger. Totally up to you. But I'm going to actually use my smaller brush.
Did it done it. Did it done it toilets. What's that from?
Teeny tiny toilet.
Did it done it
And
toilet.
okay, how many times really are you going to do that? Okay. So on the right side where my smaller land mass
What?
is.
I'm trying to watch too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. So I'm going to kind of like a practice your circle shape above your canvas. And then you're going to just go ahead and make your circle with the white. And we're going to put it right on our canvas.
As opposed to floating right above the canvas, but not quite on the
Right.
canvas yet.
And if it's not a perfect circle, we get what it's supposed to be, right?
It'll just be a low quality version. Can I see yours?
Yes, Gabrielle. But right now, I'm just doing the white just to show where the sun is supposed to be. So sorry.
I'm done with the easels. Either nail it into the table or we're done with it.
I need the easels. Okay.
Now do we go to the yellow?
Not yet. Just relax. Okay. So what you want to do next is you want to take white now, and under where the sun is, okay, you're going to do below the black line, because it's going to look like a water reflection, I'm going to do some sideways lines. They don't all have to be right straight underneath each other, but sideways lines to look like the reflection of the sun in the water. Okay? And again, if you want your white lines to blend a little, you can add a little water and go over them. And we're just going to kind of, some can be further out than others. They don't all have to be right underneath each other. Are you waiting to use your heat gun, Jules?
I'm waiting for this to dry because I can't use my heat gun.
Wow. Talk about inconvenient, mama. Mima. Moo moo.
Okay. All right. You guys doing okay? Can I wait? Yes, I will wait for a minute. Jules, now's your chance.
How hot's this thing get?
Try it.
Don't touch it.
Put it on. Go like this.
Mother.
I just told you not to touch it.
5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah! You owe me $1,500.
Nudie Judy.
Ow! Okay.
Okay.
Now do we do our sun?
So if you like the way the sun looks just white, then leave it like that. But if you want to add a little bit of yellow, then pick one of your yellow color, and just you can go over your sun. I'm just like doing a circle motion around it, filling it in. And if you have a little bit of white showing around the outside edge, that's fine.
Show me.
And if you feel like your sun blended with some of the background colors, now that you know where it's at, once things dry a little bit more, then you can go back and add some more yellow to your sun so it shows up more yellow. Okay. Bean, let me know if you're okay. Ooh, is that thunder?
Hopefully.
Dawn, was that thunder?
Feel the thunder. Thunder. Let me look at the weather. No.
It wasn't?
I'm supposed to hang out with Mia tomorrow. I was going to take a half day and we were going to go to the beach each. But I think it's supposed to rain.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So
All right.
What do we do?
So, we are on. You guys, you're doing good. You're holding up good.
Are we halfway through at least?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what we want to do now is this bottom part of the boat, okay? Honestly, you do not have to stress out. It does not have to be like a specific, as long as it's like a rectangle shape sideways,
What?
you'll know it's the base of the boat, okay? So if I hold this up really, really close, like this side here, it's a little slanted, and then it just kind of goes straight across. So what you're gonna do, you're like, what is that? I think it is thunder.
And you're shaking the table.
Sorry, Jules.
It's a twister! Name the movie.
Twister.
No, it's from, Wizard of Oz.
I was gonna say that, but it sounded.
It's a twister!
I don't know.
Name the movie. I've got chills.
Grace. Thermal, Simplon. I need to focus, Mom.
Okay.
We're
And I'm
already
losing
behind
control.
schedule.
All right.
Where do we put it?
So I'm about to show you. So I'm gonna kind of do this. So you guys, I'm gonna go right where this horizon line is. I'm gonna go right next to it, and I'm gonna make a sideways black, kind of like a rectangle. Okay. That's all you need to start with. Okay, this is all you need to start with. This is nothing
That's a trash.
fancy. Wizard of Oz, good, Liz.
One of these. You want these?
Okay, so just like a rectangle shape. Okay, that's all you guys.
Do we fill it in?
Yes, you want to fill it in so it's black. I'm going to make mine a little bit longer. Just because I feel it needs to be.
Okay.
And because I've got chills that are multiplying.
I got you. Crazy.
Hey, John.
What was the other song I was singing? Oh, I know. In New York.
Oh, jeez.
Concrete jungle.
Okay, enough of that. So what we're going to do now is on one side of your rectangle, you just want to make it slant from the bottom up. So it's kind of showing the edge of the boat. Okay? That's really all you need. You don't have to do. It's okay, Jennifer.
What'd she say?
She's going to have to start over.
Why?
And you know what? Sometimes, Jennifer, it's good to like just finish all the steps with me this time, and then that way when you do start over, you kind of have an idea of the steps. Or you can just watch, honestly. What up, John? John, are you painting tonight?
Who's John?
Let me guess. Jeannie's cousin.
Jeannie's cousin, John.
Okay. So everyone should have the base of our boat.
Boot.
Okay? I'm not even going to worry about the other side. The other side, you can just leave it. It can just be kind of like straight up. Like Paula Abdul would say, straight up.
Wow. You're so in the know.
Do you know what the song that is?
Straight up now, Tommy, do you really want to love me forever? Or are you just having fun?
I'm surprised you know that. Okay, that's good. All right,
I'm not.
now. So this is where our piece of paper or our straight edge is going to come in handy. Okay?
Use your license if you don't have a piece of paper.
You're going to need something bigger than that.
Then a license?
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a straight edge for the middle of the sails, okay? So this is what you want to do. You want to decide like roughly how big, how tall you want your sail, okay? And this is all you're going to do. You got to pay attention.
Yeah, it's hard when I'm watching from through your canvas.
Then watch from your phone at this point. Okay.
Why am I here then?
So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to have it so it's straight above the boat. Okay? And I'm going to leave a little space above where the boat is. And I'm just going to hold the paper down and I'm going to paint up as high as I want the sail to go. And when I remove my paper, I've got like a nice straight edge. Okay?
Love to see how you did that. That'd be super cool, wouldn't it? Thanks, Mom.
I think you're smart enough to figure that out.
I think you're smart enough to figure that out.
Okay. So what you want to do, see, there you go, is now that you have your straight edge right above where the boat is, you're going to come out to the side a little bit, like a letter L. And then you're going to bring that like a skinny triangle up to the top. And you're going to fill that in.
Doop, doop.
Okay? And you can always make it a little bigger once you paint it in. Jules, you are like focused.
Jules is looking fire. Well, her paper is, but also she's looking fire.
Thank you.
Oh, Jules.
No, Jules, thank you.
Thanks for blessing us.
Blessed with
The breast.
the breast.
We didn't say your breasts. Even though we're blessed with the breasts.
Even though we know that there's one person in the family who's blessed with the breast, and it's not me or Gabs.
It's Maureen.
That's funny. Hey, Mom, Grandma just...
Grandma yell at them.
Grandma, you
Grandma
got some
yell at them.
jokes.
Stupid. Ask Grandma about Nudie Judy.
Mom, you're gonna...
look what you're doing.
You're making me sad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay. Okay, so we should have one skinny triangle.
Skinner.
All right. So what you want to do next is you can use your paper again, okay? But you got to be careful because you don't want any of that black to get on anything. So I'm going to fold my paper over. I'm going to put it right over my triangle. Okay? So that there's a little gap. And then I'm going to make another black line on the other side. And when I move the paper, it's just going to help me have another straight edge. Okay? You don't have to do that, but it's just kind of helpful to do that. All right, great job, Gabs. Great job.
Thanks, everyone.
So then once you have that, you're going to make a sideways line, like a backwards L.
What's that remind you of? A song from Shrek?
No. And I'm going to make that go up
No.
like a triangle, and then we're going to fill that triangle in. And I need some more black. Who has the... Okay, so you want to fill in the bigger sail.
So,
Of the boat.
something's funky going on with my sails. That is a fact.
The birds are so chirpy.
They usually get like that when it's about to rain.
I don't think that was thunder.
I think it might have been thunder. Thunder in the distance.
Someone confirm or deny.
Okay. Yep, that is thunder.
You're gonna have me drive home in the dark thunder? Jeez.
Yes. Yes, I am.
So much regard for my safety.
Okay. So we should have our sailboat kind of formed here.
I mean, at this point, we gotta be close to being done.
Nope.
Right?
We're getting there.
What is that even?
We are
really-
definitely getting there.
I would really hope so.
Yeah. We're rounding third. We're about 3/4 of the way there. 'Twas thunder.
Who said that?
Jamara.
Jamara.
Jamara, I love you. Jamara. We'll have to come up with the rest of that. All right, so what you want to do now is pouring in Parma Heights. Okay, so there you have it. Straight from Mary Lou.
Parma. Flamingos. How'd you know it's their thing?
Yeah, that's. Okay, so you want to take your black still, get your brush a little bit wet. You're going to make some reflection lines under the boat, okay? You do not want them to be straight lines straight underneath each other. Oh, good, Mom. This is one of Grandma's favorites. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my brush has water on it, okay? And underneath my boat, I'm just going to do some sideways black lines, kind of going side to side. And kind of sporadically in the water. So it's like the boat reflecting in the water. Okay.
Lightning and the thunder.
That's a good song.
So you guys should have. Ah, that's because we love you, Jamara.
What'd she say?
She's feeling pretty special.
It's because she is special.
You're pretty and you're special.
But you're not pretty special. No, I'm kidding.
Stupid.
That's what is that thing when people say? I'm something and I'm something, but I'm not?
I don't know.
That's a saying.
I get what you mean.
But you're not your
Oh, hey,
dad's
Trace.
something.
Okay.
You can pick your nose.
And
Your friend can pick their nose. But you can't pick your friend's nose. Which is weird because you can.
You really can.
That's
Okay, so we should have some reflection lines coming down in the water.
I'd pick your nose if you needed me to.
absolutely not.
If both your hands got cut off, Jules, and you had absolutely nothing else to get a booger out, you wouldn't ask me. You would just sit there if you had no fingers.
That's disgusting.
You wouldn't pick my nose if I absolutely needed you to?
Not with my fingers, no. I would use like a straw.
I'd use.
Ew, would you?
I'd use a
suck it
Q-tip.
out with your mouth?
I would like chunk it out.
Why wouldn't you use the like little baby sucker, nose booger sucker?
Then I would use the nose booger sucker. It's
I use
disgusting.
my finger up your own nose. I'd stick my toes up your nose
Okay.
if you wanted me to.
That's good.
So
I'm-
what we're gonna do now is we're gonna focus on where this grass is growing, okay? In the foreground. So what we wanna do is we're going for a dark green. Grandma said use your toes. Mom, don't encourage her. So we're gonna take a little bit of black and we're gonna mix it with our green. And we want to go with a nice dark green color. Okay. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I would say leave some space at the bottom. But I'm going to make a line going across, and it does not have to be a super straight line. So this is just the guide where my grass is growing from. So I'm going to just make this line. Don't worry if it's not straight. And I'm just going to have it go all the way across. Just like that. Okay. And my line got dry pretty quick. So, Krista, you're late to the party. I'm going to just go over it. I'm going to get my brush a little more moist. I'm going to go over that one.
Moisty.
Okay. Okay, Krista. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the grass. So we're going to start at that line, and when we make this grass, some pieces are going to be taller than others. Some are going to be shorter. But you're going to you start at the line and you kind of flick up. Just kind of wisp up a little bit, okay? And you want these to be, you want the paint to be pretty dark. So you start at the line and you're just gonna bring it up. And if it's not showing up, then you can go over it. And you're gonna do that all the way across. But some of your grass is gonna be taller than others. Okay?
That's how grass works. So go all the way to the bottom?
Starting at the line and going up. If you went under the line, that's fine because we're going to do that anyway.
Okay.
So we're starting at the line and we're just kind of flicking our paintbrush so it's going up. And again, you're going to have some shorter parts and some taller parts.
Oh, this is time consuming.
Okay, so kind of like in the middle, I'm going to make a few taller pieces of grass. Okay, so you kind of, this is what you guys have. You're going to do that all the way across. Where that line is, you're starting at that line. And, oh, Milan's parents are on.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
McMichael
I'm the
people.
favorite child. I'm sure they have mentioned me. My name's Gabrielle.
We haven't.
Actually, we did. We warned them.
You can take pictures of
We
Jules
warned
and
them.
I. We'll wear matching outfits.
That's done.
No, it's not. Someone just must have gotten into a car wreck. Are we going under now?
Not yet.
Is that the next step, though?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
But the under is going to be the reflection.
Do you do it the same way?
Well, you add more water to your brush. So again, you can have parts where the grass is higher, and you're going to have parts where, you know, it's just different levels. Okay, so you should kind of have something like that, starting where that green line was. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is over the green lines that I just made, I'm gonna take some black and I'm kind of gonna do the same thing. Just to have some black lines coming up from that same line. And when you use the black, you want to just make sure that your brush is wet enough, because it'll go on much smoother when your brush is wet when you're using that black. So same thing, I'm just making my lines coming up.
This is taking a really long time. We're almost done.
Shut up. Okay,
You're almost done.
so you should have something like that,
Thanks,
okay? All right, so if you want some of the grass to be those cattails, you know, like at the very top, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brush, and we've done this before on certain things, and I'm just gonna like kind of like press so it's a little thicker so it looks like those cattails. Okay? And it could be just in certain parts of where you want that to be. All right, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna start at that same line, and this time you want your brush to be the black or the dark green, but you want to make sure it's watered down. And once you start, you'll be able to tell. And you want to start at the same spot, and you're going to make your lines coming down. So if you have shorter lines going up, you're going to make shorter lines coming down. If you have longer areas going up, then obviously underneath them, you're going to make them a little bit longer. So you're going to do that across the bottom. You guys are so focused.
Sorry. Not sorry.
So like right here, I've got some longer pieces of grass, so I'm gonna make my lines going down a little bit longer. Okay. Cabs, you look confused.
We're doing something different with this white part, or this white part at the top is staying that white part at the top?
It's staying that way part of the top. So
Oh,
if you want to add color and blend color over it,
because mine looks like trash, and you didn't feel the need to tell me.
you're so stupid.
I-
Then
There was nothing stupid about that comment. Mine literally looks like trash.
no, it doesn't.
Well, no, it does not. Just my cloud.
Every week she.
No, just my cloud. Just my cloud.
Okay, don't talk like that. I'm gonna have to
Just
switch.
my cloud.
So we're gonna go ahead and do the reflection lines, but then I'm gonna show you a neat little trick after that because we're not done yet. Okay, but we should have something like that.
Guess I should fix my.
Okay, how you guys doing? You guys feeling okay?
Hardly.
All right. So while you're finishing the grass and the reflection, for those of you that are ready, we're going to get a light blue. Okay, so if you don't have a really light blue, you want to take white and put just a little bit of blue in it and get yourself a nice light blue color.
What's this for?
This is going to be to show parts of the water.
The wawa. The wawa.
Alright, well, I'm done.
Jules, looking fresh. Looking fresh.
Okay, Jules, whatever.
I'd like to be done. I'm jealous, actually, that Jules is done.
Good job, Jules.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to finish it on time.
Here, I'll hold it up.
And by on time, I mean 8 minutes still after.
So Jules took a totally different approach.
Oh, actually, no.
Can
Right,
we
that's
get
what
to
I
the
keep
next
thinking.
stop?
I did nighttime.
Definitely Jules style. Definitely Jules style. Okay.
You have to hold it back a bit so I can see the whole thing.
Well, we're going to take a picture of it.
Well, up, well.
All right, where's this go? Let's get
Okay.
to it.
So once you guys have your light blue, you want to take, it's best to have a flat brush, but if you don't have a flat brush, it's okay. So you could use this.
No, I have another one.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't.
You just were like, I'm done. I'm the best.
So this is what you're going to do. You're going to show where Cousin Liz says she loves it. Grandma says she loves it.
Thank you.
So this light blue, we're going to kind of tap where we made that line, and we're going to tap under it so it's going to show where the water starts.
I have literally no clue.
Okay? So let me just kind of sideways lines with your brush.
What line?
She's talking about the highlights.
So right here.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that kind of across, and then I'm gonna go underneath that, and I'm just gonna make some sideways lines with that light blue. Okay, throughout this bottom part. Just gonna make,
I definitely think that ruined mine.
no, just go with it.
Can you show me again?
Okay, even if you take it and go across the whole thing, and then just do,
Oh, across the whole top?
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. So you want to take your same blue and you're going to go right at the base of the boat, right at the bottom of your boat, and you're just going to make sideways strokes with your brush, right at the bottom of the boat. So that's the next thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, you want to take that same blue
Thanks, Jules.
and you're going to kind of go over to the cool side. And you're just going to make a few sideways lines, kind of like some sideways highlights. Or reflections, I guess.
Can you show me?
Okay. Yes, Bonnie, so when I'm done, I will save it to my page and then you can start it and pause it anytime you need to.
So
All
I'm
right.
tired.
You're so close. So close. We're almost there. So what you want to do now is you want to get some white. You want your flat brush again. So your flat brush like this. And the white, same thing, is going to highlight parts of your water. So right where the boat is, I'm going to put some taps of white. Okay?
Am I close?
Do you see that?
Oh, like little waves.
Right. And then underneath in the water, same thing. I'm going to find some parts. I'm just going to tap my white in different parts where the water is.
In what parts? In the bottom? Oh my gosh.
Okay. And you could also put some white in that bottom part where your the grass reflection is. So we're going to do some taps right in that part. Kind of where you have your blue. But you're not making lines as much as you are just kind of like tapping where we've got your water. Okay.
I don't even know what to really do with this.
So really the only other thing that you guys can do is you'll notice in the example there's some color in the sails So if you want to take some orange or some red and so sorry, that's Franklin. I'm just gonna do some light strokes that are in my sails, but I'm making my strokes kind of like up and down. Okay, that's kind of hard to tell, but it's really subtle. Okay. And if you want to, you can go in to your sky. If there's parts you want to add maybe some warm colors on this side, throw in some warm colors over here. But just don't forget, you can show them in the reflection as well. If you want, you can take, kind of like Jules did, if you want to take some white with a really small brush, and you can add just some highlights to, maybe you want highlights on the side of your sailboat that's facing the sun, because that's the side that's going to have the light on it. Okay, if you want, you can take some white, put it in the front of your boat, maybe a little bit up at the top of the boat. You can add a few highlights to the grass even throughout the bottom. I don't really know how to fix this.
If you use a big flat brush and go over it, it'll flatten out in one layer.
With water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dampen it a little first.
So a couple highlights in where the grass is at. And that should be it. You guys should have it.
Should have something.
Okay, so I can't wait, I can't wait to see what you come up with. As always, I will stop the video, I will save it to my page. So if you want to go back and replay it and redo it and stop and pause as needed, then do that. And then when you're finished, we're going to post the pictures of our paintings. And then if you could share your pictures, because everybody loves to see what everybody comes up with, because it's always amazing that we're all following the same painting, but everybody puts their own little touch on it and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Thanks again. Remember to stay kind.
And wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Tomorrow, Juneteenth. For those of you who don't know what that is, look it up. For those of you who do, let's go, Juneteenth. Peace out. Love you all.
Gabrielle Icon is my Venmo.